Now let's get right into it and introduce our first head coach. When I was searching for the golf coach, I identified the next coach really had to have a few things. They need to be passionate about golf. They need to be passionate about NHTI student athletes. And they really need to be passionate about going out and finding the next team, recruiting some student athletes that can help with the success that the golf team already has. If that wasn't enough, I want the next head coach to specifically go out and recruit female golfers so we as an institution can be at the forefront of the USAA and have a female golf roster, which the USAA is trying to do. So we're going to go out there and we're going to do that. That's a tall task. But I've found the person that I think can do this. This person's driven, has the right passion, and is going to get the job done. With that being said, prior to the introduction, he just became a father for the first time, so congratulations. I would like to introduce the next golf coach at NHTI, Brian Cronin.
Hello all, appreciate you guys all coming out. So my name is Brian. Thank you to Ed, thank you Patrick. Appreciate the entire NHTI athletic group for allowing me to be a part of this great school. I once was here. It was short-lived, but it was a great time for me to figure out my passions and find out my career choices. So I spent most of my career in the golf industry as a product designer and a developer for that stuff. And I want to make sure that we do achieve these goals of creating a large roster as well as male and female, and make sure that we have teams that can head to the tournament with poise and character, and making sure that we get our student life and those tasks done first. So I appreciate you guys and thank you. Very welcoming, and I'm happy to be here. Go Lynx.
Women's volleyball search took a bit longer than I anticipated, but luckily for NHTI, we found a former Division-3 head coach who has won 5 conference championships, 4-time conference coach of the year, and amassed 150 wins. I have no doubt this person will hit the ground running, find plenty of recruits to continue the success of the NHTI women's volleyball program in the league, and fully expect to have some national bids in the near future. Currently resides in Concord with his twin 8-year-old daughters who are in attendance here today. I'd like to introduce the next NHTI women's volleyball coach, Brett Sayre.
Thank you, Ed. Thank you, Patrick. Excited to be back coaching again. Took a couple of years off to be really kind of focused on being a father, and very family-oriented coach, and this gives me the opportunity to do both. And very happy that the 2 of them are with me today. I'm looking forward to this opportunity to basically coach in my hometown and really get back into it. So thank you guys, and looking forward to it.
Thanks, Coach Sayre, and welcome to the Lynx family. I believe the next leader of the women's basketball team needs to be someone with passion for NHTI and passion for the NHTI women's basketball program. Someone that can go out to our recruits and tell the story, the rich story of the NHTI women's basketball program. Someone that can recruit our backyard in New Hampshire, around Concord. Luckily, I found that person. This person is no stranger to the NHTI women's basketball program. She's a former high school coach, 2012 NHTI graduate, 3-time YSCC first team all-conference member. I'd like to introduce the next women's basketball coach, Jessica Hart.
Hi everybody, my name is Jess. Like Ed said, I played played for NHTI from 2008 to 2012. I worked here after. I've coached high school. I've coached at Pembroke. I'm a Merrimack Valley grad. I look forward to getting out there and recruiting. I've already started. I've talked to a bunch of girls already, and I'm really excited to be back because this is my home, and I never wanted to leave in the first place. So I'm excited.
Coach Hardiman, thank you and welcome back to the Lynx family. At this point, I'm going to turn the mic over to Sports Information Director Berkeley Stevens to ask a few questions that are gathered with input from current student athletes. Berkeley, take it away.
All right. Oh, this mic works. Okay. Like Ed said, we've got a couple questions for each coach. Coach Sayer, we'll start with you. NHTI Volleyball has 9 YSCC championships, but none since 2017. What is your strategy for recruiting top talent to the NHTI women's volleyball team?
Coaching in New Hampshire for 10 years, really learned the demographic of the volleyball world, and luckily with volleyball, it's really grown in New Hampshire in the past 10 years. So there's a lot of good volleyball out there. There's a lot of good local volleyball, and going out there and just doing the work to find enough kids to come in here and have a successful program.
And to follow up, what qualities are you looking for in a player to ensure that they will be a good fit for the team culture?
The team culture is extremely important. I mean, obviously athleticism is a huge thing, but to be hardworking, family-oriented, and most importantly, coachable. Those are the really good qualities that are going to help make a team and help make a successful team.
And next up, Coach Cronin, similar question. What do you consider the most important qualities in a golfer when recruiting for the team?
So qualities of golfers, looking at the PGA course curriculum, they look for a business, they look for your character, and they look for the game of golf to be mastered while you're taking those courses. Those are going to be our foundations of our program this year. So we're going to learn the business, we're going to get down to business, we're going to make sure that our character is handled out on the golf course, and then we're going to be better golfers. So we're going to practice with purpose and make sure that we continuously get better each day. But golf is plenty fun on its own, but we've got to make sure that we are at the collegiate level.
And can you discuss how you plan to help players transition from high school to college level golf?
Yeah, of course. At this point, players really know their strengths and weaknesses with golf. They know how to swing the club. They know how to make it go a little bit of ways. There's plenty of ways to score in golf. So we're going to make sure that course management and knowledge of what we're doing in practice is going to be the pivotal point. Making sure that we're ready to hit our next shot and knowing that we can't dwell in the past.
And now, Coach Hardiman, we'll end with your questions here. Since the pandemic, Lynx women's basketball has struggled with numbers. What's your strategy for recruiting talent to the women's basketball team?
So my strategy basically is, so I've played basketball in New Hampshire for pretty much my whole life. I've been around it. I have my 2 older sisters that played. I'm from the Concord area. My strategy basically is to kind of get my name out there to athletic directors and girls that haven't made a commitment to school yet, and let them know what NHTI has to offer. We have a great athletics program, and I'm very dedicated to rebuilding this team. And
All right, and final question. Like Ed was saying, you were a 3-time all-conference player for NHTI from 2009 to 2012. With experience being part of some great Lynx teams, what qualities are you looking for in a player to ensure that they will be a good fit for the team culture?
I look for dedication. I was one of those players that was in the gym even when it wasn't basketball season. So girls that get in the gym in between classes, and basically, girls that want to win, because I don't like to lose. I really don't like to lose. So girls that want to win and are committed to playing and making a better team.
All right. Thank you, coaches.
In closing, I'd like to say thank you to the entire coaching staff, the coaches that made it out here today, the coaches that allowed their student athletes to come. I appreciate that. More importantly, the student athletes, You took time to come here on a busy academic time, so I appreciate that. Make sure we keep working in and out of the classroom, but I appreciate the time from everyone. Welcome aboard, welcome to the Lynx family, and go Lynx!